There's this guy named...
There's a rat that is also taking it, and that starts getting tumors. So he's like, I'd rather not have tumors and, like Digimon, and then he stops.
Oh, so okay. It's like very straightforward. I thought there was
what happens is
he does eat the rat at the end, though. He like loses himself. And
when he goes
doesn't
back,
remember it and he eats it. Yeah.
But don't rats just naturally kind of get tumors?
Yeah.
Well, hamsters do.
I feel like rats specifically almost do.
I don't know.
Do you think a rat king is a thing that happens enough?
It's enough to have a name.
Yeah.
Like, how many rat kings have been discovered?
Discovered?
Yeah, like how many
I
rat
thought there was
kings have
one
been
in every
found?
bureau of. I thought like say.
I feel like a rat king is
many-
not even enough to be a big problem in a borough. Like the
Anytime
average
you-
child would see a rat king and be like, whatever.
Anytime you go to a restaurant and you see a C from the health department, that's a rat king.
That's
A
what it
rat king,
sounds
a rat king was found in there.
I like it's not even enough to fail. It's just,
You can still serve food. You can still serve food here, but watch out. There's a rat king in his dwelling.
That would be like... so you go to like an A restaurant, but there is an obvious rat king in the kitchen that no one's addressing. You
How
continue-
big are rat kings? I'm so curious.
They vary, I think.
I'd assume.
What's the largest rat? Google
It's
that.
just a rat,
Largest
a bunch
rat
of rats
king.
tied together.
yeah.
You think like a rat king, like Ratatouille 10 would be like,
Ratatouille 10.
Yeah, there's like a whole like line cook operation.
Yeah. Did they ever do like because they used to do like random straight to DVD sequels to Disney movies.
Listen,
They don't
I'm
have
not
the respect to do that.
I'm not
anymore.
saying they should do a Ratatouille, but I know what they should call it.
32 rats.
I know where to put the two.
32
Also,
rats and a
Jesus
king.
Christ.
Ratatouille
32
is the biggest rat king.
Yeah, let's go.
Derek's picking it up.
Ratatouille's
go.
a good idea, but they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
32. That seems like both
This
so
is the
many.
most
But
Mondo rat king you've ever been a rat king.
Let me see
Yeah.
that.
wait, let me see.
I like how they let it like petrify. Like what?
I know, it's
What's
crazy.
going on there?
Wait, so is a rat
Look at that
king
one, it's like-
alive?
At a point.
Technically, each rat was a part of.
Are they all alive at once? Is what I'm saying, or is it like
I think
or is it like
obviously some of them are dead.
or is it like a stale husk of like maybe like two rats?
I mean, I don't think it's like where the red fern grows, where if like one dies, they all die of sadness. I think that if one dies, they just kind of keep on trucking. Add like another rat to it, like a polycule. You know?
It's a fucking polycule.
That is right. I think that's right, though. I think you're on the right path.
Polycules are adjacent to rats, I will say.
Yeah, I guess.
Close enough.
Based on my experience, what I've
Close
seen.
enough.
I think every rat king. We should have more rat kings now. I think
I mean, you can make them.
that is
You just make them. I mean, you can actually
that
make
is
them.
so barbaric. They're like, sir, you bought 75 rats recently. For what purpose? I'm making a rat king.
I used
How
home.
to ethically make your own organic rat king.
Yeah, well, I hear like at like PetSmart and shit when they like don't want them any, like they just like throw them out when they need to make inventory.
Oh,
So
rats?
Anything like fish, dogs.
Fish.
They don't sell
You know,
dogs at PetSmart. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They do.
Dude, don't they?
No, they don't.
I feel like they specifically do.
No, they sell dog food. They don't sell.
Why
whole
would they sell
dog
dog food but not dogs?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't know, Chris. Why
Why
don't
would you sell Xbox controllers but no Xbox?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. It's
Chris,
like selling
Xbox is
lawnmower
on
fluid with
Alive.
no lawnmower.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking joke.
This guy,
This guy's a
So the
joke.
last time you set foot in a fucking PetSmart, you Philistine.
You feel a Philistine. That's quite it is. I haven't been a PetSmart in a while, but I'm pretty sure they don't sell dogs.
Fucking PetSmart cork snippers.
I remember the last time I went to freaking I think Petco. Is that what it's called? The most famous one is Petco, I think.
Probably.
Right?
I have
don't
no.
know.
Sure.
I
I
have
went there
no
when I was a
concept.
kid to buy a dog. I thought I was going to be able to find a dog there. And my grandma was like, I really don't think it's going to happen. I was like, I'm going to get a dog there. And I went there and there were no dogs.
I think
and
it depends.
almost shot the place
They
up.
have like a dog shortage.
Shut the
What?
place
What?
up. Whoa.
I was granted I was 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, maybe 19.
You thought about shooting things up when you were 5?
Yeah, that was just around Columbine time. You know, I was getting hype off the
You
energy.
were not aware of Columbine when you were 5 years old.
You weren't aware of Columbine at 5 years old.
Shut the fuck up.
I was absolutely aware of Columbine. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
I don't believe
scared to
that
go
at
to
all. I don't
school.
believe that for a second.
Video games caused this.
The
That was
reason
all
I don't
going
believe
through
him
my
is
mind.
because he thought that like asphalt and pavement was actually like a part of like the earth just growing. Like as a kid, he thought that was like, oh, that's just like
You
land-
definitely
that's
found that
nature's
out later.
landscape.
I didn't know. I was like, why is this here?
No, man.
I never was like. I guess it's just
There
what
were
happened.
commercials with construction workers and people.
I didn't see construction workers
doing
making
stuff.
roads or streets.
He
I was
never
like,
saw
this
construction
place-
workers, but he saw Columbine.
He saw Columbine.
When he was 5 years old.
That explains a lot about me. Like that's the whole entire picture's made now.
This speaks to me.
You know, every
Just
time the
fucking-
characters like the Smash Bros, you get like a little picture and it fills out more of the story.
Yeah.
That was the first part of the story for me. It was like, oh wow.
I don't think Smash Bros does that. Also, like, did you think like you think that was like you get a job? It's like, oh, what are my options? It's like Columbiner.
I was like, you could be a doctor. You could be a doctor. You could be somebody that fishes. You could do a Columbine. or
Somebody
you
that
could-
fishes.
But the roads, they just grow.
Yeah, exactly. Roads just grow off the
So,
ground.
so were you under the impression that the roads grew and then people had to chisel like
For me, it was more or less like I never really had been to a place that didn't have like streets, like proper cities. So I was like, I guess mountains and stuff are just somewhere else, and dirt roads, and I guess I only exist where this is just how this was always.
You understand that that's insane.
I think as a kid, it's not that insane. I think it's a little stupid.
I
It's
think
not that
it's
insane
pretty
because
wild.
I lived in a major city. I never really went anywhere that had like forestry.
See, I think the standard position is that you've never thought about it, but for you to actually put thought into like this is natural or this
It was more like I guess this is just how things are, not like oh this is after my studies and research.
Yeah.
I deduced that there's only roads.
I mean, that's what it sounds like you did. You're like you pondered and pontificated.
A
You're like,
little bit.
"Oh,
That's
As
actually
much as
kind of a
what's up with
powerful
this?
philosophy.
As
There,
much-
there is only roads.
as
Yeah.
much as I could at that age.
yeah.
A guru could twist that into something very profitable. I
Yeah,
think. There
yeah.
are only roads.
There's no destination. There's only roads.
That's
Oh,
profound.
That's
hell yeah.
fucking
Put that
fire.
on a
Fuck
shirt.
yeah.
That's fire.
Put that on a shirt.
That's
yeah,
really
it was
good.
Snark Tank shop.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That you're not gonna find that there.
He's not yet.
Not yet. I mean, yeah. Somebody get to work. Put it up there. Get to work. Put it up there.
I'm not an immigrant. I'm not doing that. Somebody else would do that.
I'm not an immigrant. We do need one of those.
Half my family was born
an
here.
immigrant?
Yeah, I think it would like we're pretty bad at like doing all the
I want to get
Anything, I
I want
guess?
to move to the Midwest, and I want to employ a bunch of people who are immigrants and help them get a path to citizenship. I want to get like a farm and like employ a bunch of people.
No, you don't.
I actually do. I want like land.
You always pretend like you have these lofty like.
This is not lofty. I just want land.
Oh,
that's
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's it. I don't want like.
That's
oh my
lofty
God.
now. I
I
don't
don't
know.
want. I don't want to look upon it, engage, and be like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
you're-
this is
you're
mine."
more looking
I just
for,
want
like,
to
a
own property. That's it.
Indentured servant kind of fucking under fence railroad sort of shit.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I would respect. I would respect my possession. I mean, my workers.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I'm not gonna harm them. I'm not gonna mistreat them.
You wouldn't strike them. I wouldn't go down the
I wouldn't
field
harm them.
striking them or nothing.
I wouldn't mistreat them. I'd
you
respect
know.
them. I'd be like, hey, dude. Hey, Hernandez, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Hernandez.
Make sure you get this
Even
done.
You
referring
got
to the
names picked out for him already.
last
Yeah.
names too. Like
I'm gonna go to Home
just
Depot and I'm be like,
workers.
anyone named Hernandez this way.
Anyone? How,
Anyone
it's like
named
90% of them.
Everyone
Shopping
gets
for
up,
fucking dog breeds.
getting some nice little people to work on my property for me.
Little people. I don't think they like being called that no more.
What is the proper term? If little people isn't it?
Latinx, I think.
Well,